Hello, one and all. Welcome to this, whatever this is going to be. You awaken in a strange place. I will be your storyteller. I am Decavolti. You can call me Jeremy. And we have a few announcements to go through, starting with D&D Beyond. That's DLRNDBeyond.com. We don't use it today and it'll become obvious why in a little bit. But you can watch our other games who utilize it to varying degrees along the week. We also have a YouTube, and Dire Bear has a Patreon down below that you can look at and peruse at your convenience. There are past games, past campaigns, things that I've been in, things I haven't been in, and that's all really fun stuff. I have my own Patreon that I'll link in chat here in a sec, where I talk about it's not necessarily about like optimizations or even any one tabletop in particular. It's just a lot of like, this is cool for tabletop health and things like that. I like I like to talk about big picture things. And I will link that in just a sec. But with announcements out of the way, let's have all my players roll 2d6. And we'll get to you guys in a sec. Just let me know what you get.
Three.
6.
6,
Three.
3,
9.
9. Okay. All right. Okay. Maddie. Don't tell me yet. Just in your head, think of a genre. Don't tell it to me yet. Just when you got one.
Okay.
Cap, give me an adjective. In your head. Don't tell me yet. Given, give me a location. Again, not out loud. And just raise your hands when you all have one. Okay. Cannot change them. Maddie, what'd you do?
Action.
Okay. Action. Cap.
Fast.
I'm sorry.
Fast.
Fast. All
Fast.
right.
Fast.
And given.
Gas station bathroom.
Okay. That's better than your mom's basement. That was last time's. All right. Fast action in a gas station bathroom. Okay.
That sounds like most of my high school.
Yeah. All right. So next up, we're gonna go in the same order. There are 3 tenets to this game. Everyone comes unprepared, which you have successfully done. Anything the GM or the players say about the world is just true about the world, and the game must be finished in one session. So, with that second statement in mind, Maddie, come up with a singular statement that is just true about the world. If you need to use chat, you can use chat. Absolutely.
So just a singular statement about the world.
Whatever you say about the world in this statement is just true about it, no matter what it is.
Um. We're 3 years away from the sun exploding.
Okay. 3 years
Jesus.
from sun supernova. Sure. Cap? Same thing. It doesn't have to be that dramatic.
I know, right? I'm just like, God. This is a man
I
who
love
still
this.
tells
I
stories
love
and is
this.
completely flabbergasted.
I love
that
this so much.
The beard goes on. Um. Ah. Um. We've mastered interstellar travel.
Okay.
Can I change that to faster than light? We've
Yeah, of
mastered
course.
faster than light
So
travel.
we've mastered FTL.
Yeah, we mastered FTL.
Cool. We're
We
slowly
haven't
turning.
mastered stopping.
We're slowly turning into Mass Effect. We specifically haven't mastered stopping, but we have mastered FTL.
It's like you
That
get all the
explains why we're
power.
still on this planet that's the sun's about to explode in 3 years.
We've gotten really close.
Thank you.
All right, Given, what you got? You're muted. You're muted.
Oh, there we go.
Cool.
Sorry, my brother came in and I was like, careful.
Careful, you might be on
He was in
stream.
his boxers. I was like, careful.
Oh God, no! Get him away! Get him away!
I was like,
All right, what you got?
so y'all have great ideas.
Uh-huh.
The first thing that popped in my head is
Go
just
for it.
gonna ruin everything.
Love
What you
it.
got?
We instead pee through our sinuses.
Okay.
So get ready for it to come out somewhere. Yep.
Okay. We always have to have
The
one that
bladder's up
has.
here.
We have to have one that has that's something to do with a bodily movement. The last one we had was everyone has a void diaper.
I just now I gotta wonder.
As in it goes into the void,
As in,
or
everyone has
like
a diaper,
void
and you. So everyone has a diaper, and when you void yourself, it goes into this pocket dimension.
Love it.
The poop
That was
plane.
Yeah, the poop plane. Yeah, it's entrance only. All right.
I feel like that
Cool.
was a given.
It was
I feel so
another
bad.
gremlin.
That's so great, but mine. Those are cool
All right, cool. Is there any? All right, is there anything? Do these all sound like not because these are the ideas we're going with, but does anything sound like it needs to be fleshed out a little more? Specifically, FTL travel. We've mastered movement, but not stopping.
I want to go back to saying that we can stop and start. I don't want to turn all of our faster than light travelers into goo.
Okay, cool. All right, mastered FTL travel. 3 years from the sun supernova. We pee through our sinuses. Cool.
That's the only. Somehow the last two are connected. The only way we mastered faster than light travel is because of evacuating through our sinuses. So, are you blowing your nose or peeing?
Yes. Reminds me of the aliens from Scary Movie 2 that just kind of go like this and pee.
Oh
yeah. All right. Once again, everyone roll 2d6.
I'm rolling on my phone.
Okay.
4.
4.
Yeah.
5.
5. What you got, Maddie?
I got a 9 again.
Okay, that's fine. You start us off again, Maddie. Create your character with what we have so far. Can be anything you want. So what you're going to be doing here is you're going to be giving me the elevator pitch of your character, and then you're going to come up with 4 action verbs. 2 of them you're going to be good at. 2 of them you're going to suck at. Everyone else writes down these action verbs, but for you guys, for the purposes of this, they're going to be straight rolls. What Maddie with these 4 skills, one of them is going to be a +2, one of them is going to be a +1, one of them is going to be a -2, one of them is going to be a -1.
Okay. My God.
On the spot.
Yeah. Yep. I can create a level 15 character in 15 minutes, and this is harder than doing that.
You're welcome.
So I just have to give 4 adjectives that my character is good at, or
Verbs.
just verbs?
No, 2 they're good at, 2 they're bad at.
Okay.
Mechanically, it's going to be what you have: a +2 modifier, a +1 modifier, a -2 modifier, and a -1 modifier.
Okay.
And then you can name them.
Sure. Okay. Hacking.
Mm-hmm.
Hacking, navigating.
Okay.
Running, shooting. In that order.
Okay. Everyone else can write these as well. These are going to be the only things we can roll this entire game, so choose wisely.
What?
Hacking.
Hacking, navigating, running,
running, and shooting.
Okay. Very, very Mass Effect so far.
You heard what I gave as my first answer. What do you want from me?
So now those. So she
for you,
picked it. We get all. These are the 4 choices. We just put the modifiers where we want to.
You do not. No, you do not get modifiers for these. These are straight rolls for you guys.
Okay.
So which one of you rolled higher? I think it was you, Cap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then you're next.
So do I get modifiers for these?
You get modifiers. So if you did them in order, your hacking would be a +2, your navigating would be a +1, your running would be either a -1 or a -2, and then your shooting would be whatever was left.
Okay.
So you need 4 verbs.
Yep. Action verbs.
It's more of an adverb.
You merrily adopted the improv. I was born in it, molded by it.
Oh.
I didn't see an actual play until I was a man, and then it was just a weekly event.
And it was a one-man act. All right. Why is this hard for me? This is
right?
hard.
Very hard.
Off the cuff.
All right, so you need 4 verbs, not
Yes.
adverbs, not adjectives. 4
Correct.
verbs. Okay. Can I make the argument for timing?
How are you going to use timing? Describe to me how you would use that in a role.
He seems to be at the right place at the right time all the time. He's perfect with timing, or he seems to be luckier than some with timing. Timing something to be just at the right point.
You're going to make a fucking bomb. Yes, go for it.
It's not what I'm going to do, but okay.
Okay. Timing.
Singing.
Singing, okay.
Computating. Or calculating. Which would you rather?
Computing, perhaps. That's going to be the lawful. That's going to be the lawful good version of hacking.
Well, I was going to say computating is like doing sums, mathing.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Mathing. But I can't say mathing because that's not a fucking word. So computating.
Sure. And one more.
Dancing.
Dancing. All right. Either this person has 2 left feet or can't math for shit.
Actually, his timing is top notch.
Sure. All right.
His singing is his singing is a +1.
Okay.
Actually, it's computating is a -1 and dancing is a -2. Yes, he has 2 left feet. He's a decent singer, but he has 2 left feet.
I love it.
Okay.
All right, we found our bard. All right, drink.
I have no idea.
All right, and last but not least, Given. That's not true. I'm gonna have some as well, but last but not least, out of the characters.
Shouting.
Okay. Very Given core.
That's all my brain was stuck on. Okay, I had to get that out. I was like shouting.
Can I say that I like the things that come from Given is now known as Given Core?
Yes.
Shouting. Fighting.
Okay.
Biting.
Again. Very Given core. I love it. Continue. And then, since I know these are the two that you're good at, just knowing you, two that you're not so good at.
Okay, well, okay.
Just make yourself a bird.
I
Fighting things.
don't know. Okay, it's two that I'm not good at.
Mhm.
Thinking.
Okay. I'm gonna say that between computing and timing, we're like
Okay.
set on thinking.
Okay, then
You can look at
what?
chat if you need to. If chat's got something, they're more than welcome to show you.
No, I got this, y'all. I got this, y'all. Counting.
Counting?
Yeah.
Okay. Counting works.
Counting.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I'm bad at.
One more.
No, I'm great at burping. I can't do that.
Oh God. We
No.
need more methane for the chamber.
I got you.
Having
What?
been on Discord with you when you've let loose, you are really good at burping.
I wish I could do it by
Like-
force, but
like-
the Lord
like-
it has nerfed me. He will not allow me to have that power.
Because I think you would use it for evil.
Yes, I wouldn't stop.
Just
What
use
am
it
I
for
bad
evil.
at? I'm bad at getting dressed, dressing.
Dressing.
That's
Change.
probably more of a player character choice than it is like.
Dang it! Dang it!
You
Fine.
featured in the video for Tacky by Weird Al Yankovic.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm bad at grammar. No, that's not an action. That's not
Talking.
explaining myself.
If you want, you can use
Talking.
talking. Talking
Yeah.
works.
Talking.
You're so good at this.
We'll use talking as like a catch-all for like
This is
persuasion
why I
and all
did
that
not
stuff.
go. I'm not an English major. That's why I went into science. I'm over
Alright,
here
and
like, what's
then
an adjective?
To round off what we have here, I'm gonna go with looking like a spot check, and these are gonna be like just straight rolls for all of you.
So it's like a plus. You
Plus
said it was a
zero.
+2 +1.
+2, +1, -2, -1. However you want to do that.
Okay.
Looking, jump.
Jumping.
Very creative use of like a swim check. It's more to hold your breath versus like actually swimming. So I'm trying to come up with a name for that that isn't just breathing, because that's kind of boring. So for now, it's going to be swimming until I can think of something else.
Legging. Snorkeling.
Drowning.
And last but not least,
So you said what? Swimming? Is that what it was?
swimming, yeah.
Okay.
And sneaking. All right. So let's see. These 16 are the only skills we can roll in this game, and those of you who have modifiers for them, you got modifiers for them. So I can explain the rolling a little bit. Not the rolling. Rolling is going to be 2d6 plus or minus modifiers if they're applicable. Anything below a 6 is considered a failure. From 7 to 9 is what's called a mixed success. So you kind of get what you're looking for. Might come at a cost. You might hurt yourself. You'll probably hurt yourself. And then 10, you just get whatever you asked for. Almost no questions asked. If you happen to fail a roll, you get to put into a pool of what we're going to call momentum. Momentum scales infinitely. You can get as much momentum as you would like. However, you can only use 2 of it to enhance any given roll. You can also use momentum in a different way. If you spend momentum and you roll your 2d6, you can also alter the way the game is run. You can add to those 3 rules that we put if you want to do that. Now that, like, the 3 that we did, 3 years off from the sun, supernova, and all that, you can spend a momentum, roll 2d6, and if you succeed, it just happens. If you get a mixed success or a fail, well, I guess you'll have to find out.
Yay.
All right. Does that all make sense? Think of what names are you guys' characters? Character names. You still gotta name your character. You gotta refer to each other in the game.
What? Oh my goodness.
Taft Warren Harding, former boy genius.
Amazing. Taft Warren Harding. We forgot his name. What'd you name your shepherd?
Who said they were shepherd?
Shepherd.
No.
And Maddie spends the rest of the game trying to romance the first officer.
What you got, Maddie?
Casey Ryder.
Casey Ryder. Okay. All right, Given, what you got?
Bucket Fry.
I was gonna say, it also does not have to be human. You can be so Bucket Fry's totally right.
Bucket
Totally
Fry.
okay.
That's my name.
My name is John Smith. Human.
The only question I have is it one word or 2 words?
It is 2 words.
Okay.
It's my first and last name.
Right. Cool.
Bucket Fry.
All right. Now is the fun part. I'm gonna take my headset off. You guys talk amongst yourselves, whatever you want. I'm gonna come up with something, and we're gonna go through it, just like that. If I could get 5 minutes on the clock, Otter. And off.
Can you tell me your names again?
Keep everyone entertained.
Warren. My name's Warren.
Oh yeah, we're going to do voices. My name's Bucket Fry.
It's me on stream. You know I'm gonna do a voice. My name's Warren.
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 Are you all right? You got a little something stuck in your throat.
Yes, my teeth.
Please, sinuses. Oh, having a sinus infection just sucks.
Is it also not a UTI if it's there?
Both. It burns when I snort. It burns when I snort.
When you laugh too hard, you tinkle a little bit.
I laughed and both milk and pee came out of my nose. That's disgusting. It's curdled.
You're welcome. It's crap. Ew. Oh, my face hurts. Okay. What about
Can
you?
I go ahead and
Maddie?
spin momentum to change how this went? I'm not comfortable with peeing out of my nose.
Maddie, what was your name again?
Well, they they call me Casey.
Is that with a
Is that-
C or a K?
Spelt with a C.
Oh, crap. Spelled it.
Oh, I thought it was like the letters K and the letter C, like KC.
KFC.
Yes, but
Like,
then
yeah, that's what I was thinking was like the Kentucky Chicken Place.
oh no, wrong. C is not for. It's for. God damn it. Oh.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Casey. And bucket fry. Is it plural, like fries, or is it just one fry? Just one single fry?
Only
Why
one
would you need a
single
whole entire bucket for a single fry? I don't understand.
No, I'm that one fry. You forget. At the bottom of your car.
Okay.
If you find me at the bottom of the car.
You'd like that extra fry that falls out of the box? And then you can eat it, and it's so much better than the rest of the ones in the bucket.
Like we're old ladies.
Linda,
I,
listen.
I take
Linda,
offense
that
at that.
lovely boy
I'm
came
not,
by and gave me the mail.
I'm not an old lady. I take offense at that. Clearly, my name is Warren. Former boy genius. You've heard of me. I'm certain Taft Warren Harding.
No. Yeah.
Oh, I was responsible along with another team for the positron collection unit. It was truly revolutionary. Unfortunately, I've been on a bit of a skids since then.
You got skids?
No,
You
not
should
like
probably
that.
wipe better.
I blow my nose every time, thank you.
I like to let mine air dry.
That's gross. Would you like a handkerchief? You can keep it.
Casey,
Yes.
you know him? He's a former boy genius.
So I've been informed.
Spell your characters' names out real quick before we continue on.
Okay.
I am Casey.
It's literally
I got that completely
what it
wrong. But that's
is.
fine. It's not. I don't have to worry about it.
A treasure
It
chest.
is
Click.
literally Taft, like the President Taft,
Mm-hmm.
and then President Warren Harding. Taft, Warren Harding.
Bucket fry is pretty self-explanatory.
But is it? I feel like it's the most complex of the names.
Along the line of bucket descenders.
Is it a family name, or did you acquire it later in life? I mean, like, is your dad? Are you a junior, or I should say, your mother, a mother or father's name? I'm not sure.
Oh man.
Never
This is
met
gonna be
my
a
father
blast.
or my mother. All I've known is
Oh.
bucket.
Bucket.
Every-
It's an interesting name.
Is everybody ready to go?
Yeah.
I think so.
With all
Better
of our
question.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Are you?
With all of our skills and whatever the hell I just wrote down, without further ado, you awaken in a strange place.
God, are my kidneys still there? Someone tell me. Are both, well, at least the one living one's still there? Okay. I don't
There's no
feel any other
indication.
incisions.
The slow drip of maybe rain hits your all ears as you all awaken in the middle of a gas station bathroom. It's a pretty sizable one. Maybe it's a unisex one. Um, as you all awaken, you behind you. You see a figure. Like, did you all get that, or do I have to repeat myself?
I'm sorry. I was just asleep, and now I'm not. Could you
Uh,
repeat it,
I
please?
see that. Well, my name is Eddie, EDE. Um, and I've been given this task of trying to stop the sun from exploding in 3 years time. Because one of the things about it is the town we're in, the town of Palindrome, is going to be one of the first to come into contact in that, and we have most of the world's petrol supplies. So I think you can do the math on how that's going to be.
You could say shortly it would be
I
too
can't
hot to
count.
hoot.
I can't count.
That's okay. So,
Get it?
um,
Too hot to hoot. It's a palindrome.
too hot. I got you. I got you. It's okay. So if there's any way we can, I don't know, bury the petrol sounds bad. That sounds like we're just gonna like put it somewhere else. I'd really have to confer with Anna about it. Annie. Um, did any of you have any ideas for this? Because like I'm at a loss. That was my big shot. The sun's is expanding and it's about to explode, and I'd rather it not explode here.
And we shave the sun down, like carve off pieces so it's smaller again. Like you got a cheese ball. You take that cheese ball with a hot knife and you cut some slices off.
Well, I called you two here because you were more the doer types. Taft is more of the thinker. At least I thought so.
Yeah. I mean, I can try and be as good as I once was.
Your reputation definitely precedes you as the.
Oh, that's a damn shame.
Have you ever heard of Highway 54?
What about Highway 54?
Apparently, if you go there, you get a good deal of French fries.
I
But
feel
there
I
might
feel
be
like
a basement. There's a singular one.
That's neither here nor there. Sun and like for some reason there's a window, and they open the window in the bathroom, and you see it. The sun's like the size of like the
Oh,
moon from
God.
Majora's Mask.
Oh God.
I didn't put on any sunscreen. Can you please close that?
Immediately
Thank
puts it
you.
down.
So
We
you want the collective three of us strangers to come up with some sort of an idea to stop the sun from exploding?
Yes, I would like for the reserves of petrol not to explode and cause or not nuclear, but gasoline based Armageddon.
I can assure you that if I'm involved, we're pretty much gonna die.
I don't remember. I don't know about that. I think it.
And
more
if
me.
the sun explodes, well, your petrol problem is going to be the least of your concerns because everybody's going to be dead.
I'd still Well, see, here's the thing. It's expanding, right? So it's going to expand to before it even explodes. We're gonna be like
So
in the
so you
crossfire.
You don't want to burn up before you get a chance to blow up. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Oh, in that case, I
It,
mean, honestly, if you gotta choose one or the other, I guess I would rather blow up because it seems like it would be a lot faster than burning alive.
So,
this this gas station that we're in, the company, the big conglomerate that owns this chain of gas stations has a secret that they're working on downtown, and I've been privy to this secret by way of my connections through Hana and some of the others.
Is
Um,
it a new toilet that also powders your tushy?
it's actually a rocket ship, or a spaceship, I should say.
Oh, so we're just gonna load up and fly away. I like this idea.
Not quite. We don't have the specifications for FTL just yet. The world does, but we're unfortunately a little behind the world. Uh,
Hmm.
I just want
That's
to
unfortunate.
just a little bit. But maybe they have something there. I don't know. I just know the big thing. Maybe they have the little things like the FTL technology to just jam in the ship.
what,
Yes,
like missing bolts and wires?
I
We'll have to
was
find out.
thinking it's a wonderful thing. Just cramming technology wherever it fits. I'm sure nothing bad will happen, like exploding.
You said your name was Eddie, right?
Yes. Yes.
You wouldn't happen to know how much your particular benefactors have in the way of cryogenics, would you?
Cryogenics? How
Yes,
do you
the
mean?
science of freezing people.
No, I understand that. What do you mean? Why? Where is this coming from? Pitch me your idea.
Well, okay, this is gonna sound crazy,
Mm-hmm.
but at this point, it's the only option we have left. We make a bomb, which
I'm
is
with
a
you so far.
which is a timed release cryogenics detonation. Meaning, we fire it literally at the right angle into the sun, and it should cool it down enough to bring it back under control. It should at least buy us time, maybe, to figure out a better solution. This is not going to be a permanent thing.
No, nothing we're coming up with here is going to be permanent. It's going to explode at some point. I just want to make sure where when it rotates that we're not in the front, so that sun hits us
So,
first.
so we can try to super cool the sun, or we can speed up the rotation of the Earth. Is that what I'm hearing? So that way you're not, in front of it whenever it comes back around again.
Whichever one of these feats of massive undertaking is easier for you, I suppose.
I'd say let's fire a bomb at the sun because, that sounds like fun.
Some ice cubes and some hot soup. Cool it down just a little bit.
Now, how is this device going to make contact with the sun is going to be the issue that probably going to have to work around.
You said you have a rocket, unless
Somebody will need to pilot the rocket. It's not going to get there on its own.
Of course,
I
Or
vote
like
for
the
Bucket
super
Fry.
sparks from the
Um,
rocket to make a super cannon.
Eddie, are you any good at driving ships?
I'm okay, but quite frankly, my better days are yes.
I know how to navigate. I know how to
I
plot this, as well
That's
as, making said bomb.
oh, what
Why
what
aren't you just a
about
little bit of everything?
what about making a cannon like our friend Bucket said? That's a good idea too.
Oh,
Worth
no
a
one
shot.
has to go out there.
Worth a shot. Just whenever you
Literally a
guys
shot.
have. Yes. Do not throw away your shot. Um, whatever you guys think is the best. Have a. I thought of you three immediately. You three are the doers in this town. The unique ones that aren't bound by the rest of this town's crazy laws.
What sort of crazy laws are there? Like, you can't wear flats on Sunday or something?
Just a very very lawful for all the wrong reasons civilization.
They're not like
There's a
racist, are they?
no. Racism was
Oh,
outlawed in like the 60s. We're totally done with that. Completely, totally done with
God, God, don't we wish?
that.
If only.
If only.
No, it's just well, there's everything from naming your children to like, sending a ship off into space. There's just a lot of red tape, and I'd rather have people who are just doers, like go and just do the thing.
You realize that 90% of what I've done could get me arrested and deported off world, right?
I guess that's why I picked the best of you.
Damn right I am.
This me? Oh, I'm think you've got the wrong man, personally.
I don't think I do, Mr. Tapped Warren Hart. Warren.
Just Warren is fine.
Just Warren?
No, not just Warren. Just Warren.
Okay,
Just
so you have a
like-
preferred name out of your three names, and it is Warren.
Yes, exactly. You understand.
Okay, yes, I understand that. I understand pronouns and chosen names and all that. Yeah, you're good.
The rocket should have some form of blast shielding. We're gonna need some.
Yes, well,
Although, I have to ask,
yes.
how the fuck did I wind up here? And why are we in a gas station bathroom?
It's the only place that I could lock down for long enough to explain the situation that you promptly slept through.
Yeah, there's boiled peanuts in here.
I don't think I
I'm
would
sorry.
trust those.
I wouldn't either. Look, I run the gas station. You can get a few snacks on the way. Just
Oh,
head downtown, see what's going on. If
do
there's
you have
anything,
anything that's kosher?
I don't know. I don't actually. You're welcome to check.
Okay.
But is there anything else? I think we've got our mission here.
No, this. Yep.
Just what
this
you got?
shit.
The ship?
Yep.
What about it?
You got blueprints.
I imagine something like that's on the ship itself.
Do you know where the front door is?
He leans in a little closer to you, Bucket, and he goes, I heard that it's underground in the HQ down there. They're just waiting. And they're gonna blast all their employees off before this thing explodes.
Is that
Get
it?
them out of here.
Yeah.
I don't think we want that.
No.
I
Oh,
think
wait,
so.
where is his headquarters?
I just want to know one more thing.
Okay.
Who do you work for that you brought us here? You didn't even ask. You just said, "Oh, I'm just gonna pick you up and bring you here." It's very rude of you.
Resident.
It's not a prison. You're free to go. The door's not even locked. And points to the
Oh.
door behind. It's just the group I work for. Let's just say they have an axe to grind against the palindrome petrol concern here.
The PPC? Yeah,
Yes.
screw those guys. I'm in.
Okay.
Let's steal their rocket and fire it at the sun. I like this idea.
Sounds good. Then he like takes a step to the side and like ushers you all out. If you all don't mind, I actually have to pee.
Right.
Right, snacks.
Is it getting pretty stuffy up there?
No. We're skipping through that. I had the cool cutout and you guys fucked it up.
It's like you don't even know us.
No, I do, and I love
Were
you.
you expecting anything else?
No, I was not.
You gave me comedic fodder, and for that I thank you.
You all
Fine,
exit.
we'll leave you here so you can blow your nose.
Thank you. You all exit the stuffy bathroom. Stuffy yet big enough for 4 people, so and you enter a gas station. Regular looking gas station. You know, your standard like pick whatever like stop and go or whatever you're coming up with.
Oh, it's not like Buddy's Country Store where things are slightly questionable. Some of the shit's like slightly out of date.
You still eat it because it's there and it's like 20 cents. You are able
they got
Hmm?
nothing but chicharrones and Diet Right and Big Red.
you are able
pork
to
skins, Diet Right and Big Red.
you're able to get whatever kind of provisions you are looking for as far as food stuff goes. If you are looking for something specific, it'll be a roll.
Find a hot pickle.
A hot pickle's fine. I mean, if you're looking for something
Yeah.
specific in the way of like something that may or may not help you on this thing you're doing.
Mentos and 2 liters.
That's how we get it to do.
That's how we get it up. That's
Yeah.
we're gonna use Mentos and 2-liter bottles.
Yep.
just a pretty wide amount of them. I need the calculation of how much energy in joules does a 2-liter with Mentos dropped into it? Does the number of Mentos dropped into the 2-liter change the amount of like pressure created?
At least 5.
At least 5. Yeah, sure.
Deca, did Eddie give us the name of the organization?
Yeah, the PPC. Palindrome Petrol Concern.
I'm gonna call it now. Eddie's the big bad.
He's setting us up to fail.
Eddie is the sun.
Eddie is the sun.
He
I'm not that
represents. He
good at-
says he has an axe to grind. He
I'm not-
represents somebody
I
who's
am
got
not-
an axe to grind.
I am not that good at improv.
He represents the sun.
What else were we gonna ask, Betty?
Yep.
Do I'm going to pull out a small handheld device.
Sure.
And I immediately start tapping. I am working my way into the PPC's central database.
On a Texas Instruments a TI 86.
Roll. Just roll me just straight 2d6.
Awesome.
Well, that's a 9, but because I am technically hacking.
Hold on. I got you. Cool. You are hacking, yes. This is more of a it's what's called a resource roll in this game.
Okay.
So you have the resource. Now you can use it to hack.
Okay.
Go for it. Sorry. Now you can roll your hacking.
So I do have my device then.
You do have it on you, yes.
Okay. That's a 10 for a total of
Ooh.
12.
Ooh, look at you. All right. What do you tell me what you're looking for?
I'm not looking for anything. What
Uh-huh.
I'm doing is I'm creating identifications and histories for the three of us within the PPC
Ooh.
so
Uh-huh.
that we can basically just stroll right onto the base.
All right. And it even has a little thing that just like spits out like a temp card.
Yeah.
Mhm. All three of you have one. If you want to use an assumed name or if you want to use your name, whatever, you just let Casey know and she's got you covered.
Lincoln Garfield.
I hate that.
Would you prefer Lincoln Jefferson? How about
No.
Jefferson Obama? That sounds better.
Warren, what is it with you and presidential name?
What are you talking about?
Well, all of your names are former presidents of these great United States of
They are? I didn't
North
even
America.
know. I don't know. I didn't even know that was a presidential name. I don't feel very presidential.
Well, for what it's worth, I think you'd make a great president.
Oh,
Immediately looks away.
yeah. I've heard. Some people say I would have been as good as that number 45 guy.
Ooh. Excuse me as I what? Continue.
Jackson Bush Sr.
Bucket fry for VP. Anyway, y'all are able to acquire IDs. And how do you get downtown? You're a bit of a ways away. You're kind of like on the lower east side of Palindrome.
God, thank you for that math, Otter. Did you
Yep.
Google that?
Mm-hmm.
uh, I would have to argue that though. Well, I mean, I guess if you're talking about breaking the gravitational pull of what is it, 9.82 meters per second. I mean,
Nerd math.
I could see that being the case, but
I can
yeah,
tell you right
anyway,
now, this store does not have enough Coke or Mentos for that.
that's fine.
If you go to a few of them, maybe, but you're gonna have to go to like every one in town.
Hit all the Costco's in all the world.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what's the plan here? You guys are on the lower east side of Palindrome, trying to get downtown.
How's the public transit in Palindrome?
Strangely, very on time.
Can I can I use my uncanny timing
Yeah.
to happen upon a car that has keys available for it?
Go ahead and roll your timing.
Oh my god, is your timing just a luck skill?
Mm-hmm.
Are you just lucky?
He's gaming the system for luck.
Oh, Cap is Domino.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's
Oh my god, he is.
11 plus 2. It's 13.
Oh boy. All right. Yeah. Yeah. You're kind of like looking around. You kind of walking around the parking lot like, oh boy, how am I gonna get to where I'm going? And you actually almost
That
like.
was that was a very good attempt that you just made there.
Yeah, you're welcome.
What's really gonna suck is that I'm gonna be here stuck doing this all night, and so when Emily gets home,
like
I'm gonna be like, "Hiya,
bump
babe,
your-
how are you?"
I am awaiting that to clip that later. You almost like hit a car with like because you're like stuck in your own head thinking, and you're like, you're like, oh, you look at it, big enough car for the three of you. Keys are in there. It's even like what do you call it? The convertible. So like you don't even have to like open the door and you just hop in.
Oh, that's no fun. Come on, everybody wants to general lead this stuff, man. Come on.
You can general lead if you want. You just
But with the top down, so you just slide across the hood and then just
Yeah.
like step in the door.
It's
Like,
just a ramp.
that was like anticlimactic. Was that fun? Shut up! I don't want to talk about it. Okay.
You know what? Casey immediately calls shotgun.
All right. No one else called it, so there you are.
You watch
No roll
as
required.
Warren gets into the back of the back seat of the car.
Oh boy.
I go
Bucket
to the
Fry's driving.
driver's seat.
Oh
Hell
no.
yeah! You all did this.
Oh no.
All right.
Does your beep boop device make fake driver's license?
I just love the fact that it's probably like a 76 Mercury Cougar convertible, so it's like 75 miles long from front to back. And it's just a big boat of a car.
Yeah, absolutely. If that's
You
what you
got
want
the
it to be,
curved
you rolled a
wheelers
12.
on
Go
the
for it.
outside.
All right.
It's like an old school Lincoln Continental convertible. Like I'm talking like the 70s, where it's like 75, like it's 75 yards from one end of the car to the other.
All right.
Yes, land yacht.
Land yacht. Bucket Fry. Give me a running check. You're not navigating per se. You are driving this thing. So give me a running check.
You're running the vehicle.
You're running the car.
I got 10.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
God.
I got my back scratcher. I taped it to my leg and just.
What does Bucket Fry look like?
I look like a hairless cat.
Okay.
But not, but I have no ears, so it's just skin.
Ooh.
And it's just like
Damn, this
big
is
eyes.
terrifying.
I'm not usually the type of person to like judge character decisions, but that sucks.
I have big eyes, and they're like when they're so big that they go outward, like they can't look. You have to look at one.
It's like
You got
what is
Buscemi
it?
face.
Like a
You
ugly
got
chihuahua.
Buscemi face.
It's like the weasel from this last Suicide Squad movie.
Yes.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, that's a good
you're
one.
Weasel.
I am.
You're just a hairless weasel from Suicide Squad.
I am just grotesque.
I'm fucking
So,
terrified of you.
You all look at this like weird hairless weasel looking thing as
Like a
I
life-size
assume
naked mole rat.
So happy.
her pronouns are she, her.
No.
Okay.
It doesn't know.
It doesn't know. You look at this
It-
creature. They get in the car and kind of like look at you all like, and then just start the vehicle, and it's a pleasant drive, actually. Like all of this like tension from like your preconceived notions of this weird Egyptian cat-looking thing.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm
just
drooling.
like driving, and like it's such a pleasant drive, and you're
But it's like doing the speed limit.
yeah,
stopping.
it's like doing the speed limit, stopping appropriately.
Blinker. I got my
The
blinker
blinker's on. They get on
Doing
and off the highway at the proper
check
times.
and windows, mirrors adjusted. Belts on. Belts on.
Belts
Yeah.
on.
Seatbelts.
And yeah, you're making your way through Palindrome. As you get, it's about 20 minutes without traffic to get downtown. The issue is there is traffic. It's like 5 o'clock traffic right now. And you're just there, and you're like, it's okay. They'll let me on when they're good and ready.
Thank you
You're
for
just
the
kind of
follow.
sitting there.
Put your blinker on.
Oh, so you do have road rage. Good.
Road rage is just politely honking the horn. It's like,
Beep, beep.
what
So-
are you, Canadian?
I resent that statement.
You resemble that statement.
Can we remember that I almost got into a fist fight with some lady in Fort Wayne, Indiana? Because she
That's
almost hit me
fair.
with her car.
That's fair.
As you you slog through traffic unless you're going to try to make yourself unless you're going to try to go faster, you will eventually
Going the speed limit.
go on the speed limit. Perfect. Yeah, you get there. It's like an hour later because boy, palindrome traffic is very orderly, but it still has the problem of too many people in
And
tiny
it's
spaces.
the traffic is the same coming and going.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I also got like classic rock playing on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's like the last Star Trek movie where they played classical music and it was sabotaged by Beastie Boys.
It's like Toxic from Britney Spears, like Doctor Who.
Like, I
Yes.
loved that classic music in Star Trek is just the fucking Beastie Boys.
Mm-hmm. It's great.
Yep.
Yeah. So you arrive downtown. Are you guys gonna start looking for what you're looking for? You know it's downtown. You don't know exactly where.
I
Just
mean,
gonna
there's
drive
not a
around
big
for like.
office. There's not a big office building that says PPC.
There's a bunch of different. There's a bunch of different office buildings, but they're very nondescript from each other. They all look alike.
Is there a guardhouse around?
Is there a what?
Like a security building, a
Oh.
guardhouse.
Give me a what did I say it was? Give me a look check.
A look check.
A look check.
A look check.
While
Yes.
he does
11.
that, whew.
Nice. What you got, Maddie?
I was gonna say while he does that, I would like to use my navigating skill,
Yeah, sure.
which would
That would help in this case. Go for it.
yeah.
You are in the navigator's position, so
I
do
am.
something.
Where I called shots. Rolled a 7 plus 1 for 8.
Okay. The way that Bucket Fry is going is not the way you usually take to see these areas. So it takes again much longer, but it's still you're able to like direct them there to get there at some point. Especially with the oh shit, there's a guard tower. So it takes about another 30-ish minutes downtown because again, traffic. Anybody who's been to Houston knows exactly what I'm talking about.
I want to use my shouting abilities to shout people out of my way.
Oh god, now here comes the road rage.
Yeah.
But you can if you'd like. It might shorten the time.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
I'm
roll
just
a
gonna
shouting
go
check.
crazy.
What you got?
Yeah, +2. A 9.
A 9? Okay. You get mixed reactions, and it breaks the tension of palindrome, where very perfectly in and out. You break that symmetry, just for a little bit, and you see a small opening where you can go. Unfortunately, through all the shouting that you're doing, you're causing another car to come off of from their side to like veer almost directly towards you. So you're almost causing as much of a problem as you're like trying to circumvent. So it's like a net zero gain because you still have to like wait for this car to come and drive through, and then you're still going through.
Yep.
Eventually, you're like, it's not working, and then you stop shouting.
Yeah.
But eventually, you do make it towards this the PPC headquarters. You park in. You just like you own the place. Park in. You all have your badges. You walk through. The guards kind of look at Bucket a little weird, but they have their badge, so they just show it off.
Like you don't have ears, you just have those like ear holes.
Yeah, it's his ear hole, yeah.
The holes. It's like I can't even look at you for too long. It's just disturbing.
They just kind of look at you, and they're like, and they just
Yeah,
kind of look away.
when I blink, it's like frogs where their eyes go in, and when they open it up, it comes back out again.
Ooh.
What? Stop.
One's a little lazy eye. I gotta
Stop
like hit it.
Crack, crack, crack. Ooh.
It's okay now.
Got a weird eye. It's okay.
Hmm.
Um,
This is my attaché and my bodyguard as I look at Bucket Fry.
I'm breathing heavily.
you
Stop
guys,
staring at each other.
you all do not need. You have your passes. You don't need to tell me anything. Just please leave.
Just okay. We go inside.
You go inside.
So far, the
Oh my
only
God,
one we know of is
like-
that description. We don't need any other descriptions. That's enough.
Just you have. I don't want to see that creature any longer than I have to. But yeah, you guys enter. There's a little thing where you just like swipe a badge and and it works just like it's supposed to. You enter. There's like it's a situation where you have to go in. There's like a metal detector. You go through that. It's a lot of red tape to get through, as it's supposed to be. But you're able to get in. And it's big. There's a big office space around you. Not to be confused with, Anyway,
But is there a secretary?
are you looking for a secretary?
Yes.
Look for a secretary. Yeah, there'd be one like kind of like there, like, can I help you?
Yes, we're here for. Or we've just been transferred to this
Uh,
division. We're
That's weird.
from.
Usually when people
Well,
get transferred into Palindrome, people have left Palindrome. What?
it was a unilateral thing. They said they needed extra hands from the Indiana office.
The
Wait, hang
secretary
on.
just like blinks at you, like
Yes.
it's really hard. This secretary just blinks at you really hard. Go ahead and give me a talk check.
A what?
Talking.
Uh-oh. That's a 7.
She looks at you like, okay, just give me 1 second. Let me double check your credentials here. I just need to double check and see if anyone has left in the last little bit here. And she just looks at her. She's just typing on her keyboard.
Storyteller,
Yes.
can I use my uncanny timing to joggle as I'm walking around the desk looking, I like joggle the cord and like unplug her computer?
Let me check in and see if there's anything else that'd be more appropriate for that. Yeah, look it. Go for it. I'll tell you what. Roll your
I
timing.
feel like I'm just fucking with your game now.
No, you're good. Roll your timing, but also on top of that, roll a sneak check to see if it's subtle enough where it's not you. It's not like you. It's just like a
Okay.
freak accident.
The timing is an 8 plus 2.
Okay, so 10.
And sneaking.
Okay, go ahead and add your momentum.
So 7.
I'm sorry.
Or
So
momentum.
Momentum is a pool that you have, and then you
Mhm.
can tell me that you're going to use one of them to do whatever you're going to do.
Okay.
Um,
So how would that work in there?
No, you don't. So you failed. So the roll, what happens is you get a pool of momentum that you can pull from for future rolls.
Oh, okay. Okay,
So, like,
because
if
I
you-
failed, we have
Because you
momentum.
failed. Failing forward, that's what we do here.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, you're able to like time it right. You trip, but you're so focused on like the intricacies of like the timing that the guard just like looks at you like, what are you doing?
I've got 2 left feet. You should see me dance. It's horrible.
Can you just back up, please, off the desk?
Oh,
Off the
of
desk,
course. I'm happy to back up there.
Let the secretary please do her work.
Like I said, I'm all thumbs and I'm 2 left feet. You should see me dance, and I'm going to give a dance roll.
Please don't. Ayani is very busy.
Oh, you can't
I
stop
would
him.
like to count to the beat
And it's minus
as
2.
well.
So I get a 2.
He goes into his for like, we have a situation here. There's oddities going on here. He's just like almost offended that you're dancing in front of him.
And it's
Um,
worse than Elaine.
It's worse than the thumbs.
Boga's going to try to count with the tempo.
Please let Ayayi do her work.
We
You
would
know
be more
what?
than happy to. We just need to get to our appropriate designated places. We've
I'm
got
gonna-
moves from the Indiana office. We have a job to do, and you preventing us from doing our job is going to make the superiors very unhappy.
Oh my god.
Is there a bench like a waiting bench here somewhere?
Yeah, just waiting, man.
I'm just gonna go and sit on the bench and just
Just like
put my hands together in my
Dang.
chest and just.
a boy.
Sorry, it's my fault. Totally, I apologize.
It's okay. And Ayayi is like the secretary is like still working on like getting um the things going. And she's like, I don't see anything here yet. What did you say? What did you say your name was?
My name's Casey.
Casey. Typing Casey. Well, I mean, you definitely just signed on, so I guess that's something. Let me take you to someone who might be able to help you. And they'll go and they'll escort you and Bucket Fry and Taft to a higher level. Follow me, please. Yes,
I'll be right
you're
back.
good. You're good. Go for it. You go up like 2 or 3 elevators. Not 2 or 3 elevators, but you go up 2 or 3 floors from an elevator. And you're able to there's like again, it's like rows and rows of office buildings. And you're taken to a specific one that says Otto. It says Otto, director of GPC. You open the door. There is a gentleman, short, black hair, and one of those like business faux hawks. Just kind of like clean shaven, very very well manicured. Just like looks at you all and just says, "Can I help you, 3?"
I certainly hope so.
Okay.
We've just been recently transferred from another office to assist you with whatever it is that you're doing here.
Flashes pass again.
Yes, I see that. It's okay. I trust that you're here appropriately. Well,
However, we've
what
never been here before, so we're a little bit turned around.
in particular are you looking for?
Well, we were contracted to help with the rather sensitive nature of rescuing the employees from the impending doom.
Mhm. Looks at he looks at you and then he looks over at Bucket. He looks back at you. Give me a talk check.
Pardon?
Give me a talking check. Por
The
favor.
fuck?
You're gonna talk your way through things. That's what's gonna happen.
I know.
Oh, and anyone can use the accumulated momentum. It doesn't have to just be capped for whatever he gets.
Yeah. So how does momentum work exactly?
So if you roll something and you want to boost it up a little bit, you can use up to 2 on your roll, on any roll.
Okay.
You can bank as much as you want, but you can use up to 2.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's an 8,
Mhm.
and I would like to use 1 point of momentum.
It's not gonna change the outcome because it's 10 and up for a complete success.
Well, if I rolled an 8, momentum is only 1 point, or is it
It's
2?
only 1. Yes.
Then how many points do we currently have?
You only have 1.
Then I will use the 1. Gives
Okay.
me a 9.
Okay. Otto looks at you. He's kind of like folds his fingers in. It's like kind of licks you up and down. Kind of very like kind of like gauge you. It's a little creepy almost. You're just like, who told you about that?
I would like to distract by shouting.
How are you? Well, describe to me how you shout or how you do this. If it's cool enough, we'll see. Paint me the picture.
Well, eh,
What did they ask? The person asked, "How do
They
you know?"
asked. They asked. He asked. He asked Casey, "How do you know about that?"
we come from a time. I do. I know the secrets. I come to news.
And Romeo shouting.
Okay. I look freaking strange. I'm using my advantage.
Mhm.
It's a 9. I'm probably gonna use a momentum.
You
1.
don't have it. You don't have any more.
Crap.
You only had the 1.
Dang it. Okay, well
Uh,
there's a 9.
okay. It gives just enough time for him to like look, and he looks at you, trails off a little bit. He was like about to like look you up and down for something, almost like he's searching you for something. And he looks over. He looks over at Bucket as Bucket starts like screaming this pretty much inane whatever, and then he just like looks back at you, Casey. He's like, I mean, I asked you a question.
Yes, I understand. I know. Because, well, my director has already gotten our people off. The Indiana office is completely emptied.
Interesting.
Shut up, Otter. Um, and we're here to assist you, including the reserves. After all, we wouldn't want such a valuable resource to just be left to whoever decides to steal it once you're gone.
Kind of like Otto kind of looks at you and is like, hmm.
Also, Decca, just
Yes,
sorry, storyteller.
yes.
While I'm saying this,
Mm-hmm.
I
You're
haven't
looking around.
stopped. No. I haven't
Okay,
stopped with my device,
sure.
and I am completely transferring the entirety of whatever Indiana office is actually there that we're
Uh-huh.
saying we're from off world.
Yeah. Give me a hack check for that.
That's an 11 on the die for a 13 total.
You guys are significantly more successful than the last game. Amazing. Um, as Otto kind of looks you up and down and he says that he's like, you'll understand if I have to look into this, right?
Of course.
And he like pulls out like a little wrist data pad. He's like swipes around on it like he's using a cell phone or something. Like, well, I'll be damned. Let's see. All right. Cool. I suppose. Sure. We'll take you down. And he looks at you all and says, now, you understand how sensitive this area is, correct?
Of course.
Nothing. I can't have you. I don't have an NDA to have you sign, but we will know if word gets out. As is, I have to look into leakers. Onward.
Mm-hmm.
And takes you to yet another elevator that's behind his office. That's like in the room, but like behind his chair where he would sit. And takes the three of you, and you go down, and it feels like you're there for much longer than you really should be. And then you stop seeing, because it's like one of those glass elevators where you can see like the building, or you can see like the outside. And eventually you stop seeing the outside. You're taken down, further down, and eventually the door opens. Ting! Lower level. And as you leave, you leave the elevator, and like there's a little hallway, and then going past the hallway is like this big circular room, this massive circular room, and sure enough, in the middle of all of this is some sort of rocket or spaceship of some kind, just sitting there, and like you see like scientists like with a data pad kind of like looking at the data pad and going back at it like some weird Mass Effect idle animation.
Yeah, I want to copy them, so I take out my cell phone. I just check my email. But it's really, I'm trying to look smart.
Mhm.
How big is this rocket?
It is massive. It
Yeah.
is. So the width of this build where you've come into is much bigger than the office space that you originally had, or the building that originally had. And that was a pretty big building, but this is significantly bigger.
So it's clearly a passenger rocket. Yes.
Yeah. You see just like people on their data pads or whatever. You see people walking here and there. And you see the auto like flags down someone, and he says, "Hey, Kilik," and you see this like kind of like stick, like this guy who's basically a stick, and if he didn't have like a lab coat, you would think he would just go in one straight line, or his silhouette would go in like a straight line. It's like, yes, Auto sir, get these people where they need to be. And he's like, yes, sir, of course. Come with me. And he walks with you all.
Okay.
So what can I do you all for?
I need a terminal.
You need a terminal? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I can do that. You can use the one in my office. Sure. Mm, Keelik will guide you all back out the other way. There's more office buildings here, but it's more like concrete. These are like a concrete area versus like the nice glass office space. This is more made for efficacy over artistic quality. And he opens the door. By all means, I'm gonna be right outside if you have any questions.
Thanks.
Sure. And he exits. And you three are in there.
Yep. I'm gonna shut the door so that he has to open the door, which will give me time to cover up what I'm doing, and I'm immediately going to terminal.
Sure.
I am specifically looking for the information about any sort of cryo units that are on that rocket. Because if it's a passenger style ship, even though we have faster than light travel, if we are traveling great distances, people are still cryogenically frozen for their safety.
Ooh.
And to reduce the amount of food and whatnot that needs to be stored on the ship. Passengers get put into cryo. The crew is the only ones that are not in cryo. So these ships would be equipped with plenty of cryogenic pods, I guess. Yes.
Yeah.
Pods.
Yeah, I played Fallout 4. I know how that works. Go ahead and give me a
Like,
navigating check. You're not necessarily hacking because it's open for you. So just give me a
Yeah.
navigating check.
That's an 8.
It's an 8. Okay. I'm gonna catch Heath up here real quick. Cool. Welcome back, Heath. TLDR, you have made it through the office space through some shrewd negotiations with Casey, and you are down in the rocket area. Casey is about to not hack, but navigate through the terminal that you've been just left with. Not that that made
Okay.
any sense, but you're here now. I waited for a sec to catch you up.
Thank you.
Cool. With an 8, you're able to look in there. This Keelik person, the way that I don't know, he set up these websites, or not the websites, but the way he set up his files is very synchronized, and it's really weird because it's like he has to take certain files out to maintain perfect symmetry. Almost like it's compulsion of his. But you able to go. You have to go to one file to get to another, to get to another, to another, to another. It's like this weird mouse. You feel like a mouse in a maze.
Okay.
And you're able to get to what you're looking for. But right as you're about to click on it and look into it, you hear the door start to open. And it's just Keelik. He pops his head in. He's like, are you guys all right?
Yes, everything's fine. Would it be possible to perhaps get a meal? We traveled for most of the day to get here. And well, we didn't really stop. We needed to get here so that we could assist you.
That's reasonable. Sure. And he it's one of those big doors with the valve handle. And he does that. We have gotten a stretch from Just Enough Wrong, so everyone get a good stretch going.
My old man bones.
My old man bones as well. Okay. And you hear him from outside. Yeah, food. Where the hell am I gonna get food from?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna quickly click into the cryogenics numbering.
Mm-hmm.
How many cryogenic pods does this rocket ship have?
This rocket is equipped with 10 cryogenic pods, which, as you may, no, you wouldn't. It just has you have 10. It has 10, just 10.
Are
Is
they
that one
large?
pod per person?
Mm-hmm. It's roughly if you actually look into the schematics of this thing, it's roughly person sized. Yeah.
Bastard.
What is it that you found?
There's only 10 pods on that rocket.
But there's way more
That's
than
good.
10 people here.
Yep. They were only taking the higher ups. Bastards. Well, it's a good thing we're launching the rocket without them. Let's see.
What if we put them in the pods and then fire them into the sun?
Yeah, their cold heart would actually help cool down the sun.
You know what? Chat, I'm gonna let you decide. Is
Ooh.
Casey morally reprehensible enough to actually do this?
I wish I could do polls on your thing. There's 11 of you. There's enough people here to like have a say in this.
Yep. So while Chad is figuring out whether or not Casey is morally reprehensible enough to do this, she is quickly going to she's going to requisition. Ooh, apparently she's a bitch. Fantastic.
Otter, you're cheating.
So she's going to immediately requisition more of the cryogenic fuel
Mhm.
to fuel the pods,
Mhm.
basically citing that the distance that they're going to be going requires more fuel. So that needs to get loaded on ASAP. She then sends a message written in the official letterhead of Keelik
Mhm.
that the rocket is 12 hours away from launch. And anybody who is to be in a pod must make their way to their pods. In addition to that, she is going to put exactly 7 barrels of the petrol on the ship.
Are you altering anything besides numbers?
No. No, she's not. Not yet.
Okay.
Because I'm going to have to go onto the ship and actually program this shit myself.
Okay. All right. Then, and I was mistaken earlier. We did have two. You had 2 new amendments, and now we only have 1. That is my fault. So give me a talking check.
A what?
Talking.
Even though what I'm doing is literally through the computer?
Well, the idea here is you're trying to do it through Keelik's.
Oh, okay.
You're
Gotcha,
using
gotcha.
Keelik's mannerisms.
Forgery.
That's a 5.
Mm-hmm. Okay. As you're typing this out and you send it, you realize you sent it to the wrong person. Just as you sent it to the wrong person, the door opens. He's like, I got you some God, what are you doing? You have your whole thing there.
He has his office set up so that his screen is facing the door?
Yep.
That means he
He
does. I'm going
He's
to
in there
grab him and
watching.
yank him inside the room,
Yes,
Uh-huh.
thank you.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bite his hand.
Roll me a bite check.
I'm just gonna bite his hand.
Okay, so you have another momentum. So you have 2 now. Just keep that in mind. I was mistaken earlier. You did have 2.
11 plus 1 is 12.
What are you? You're biting his hand. Are you
Yeah.
intending to like bite a chunk off?
Now I'm
Or are
gonna
you
just biting a really firm grip just to keep him there. So if he pulls, he's pulling against my bite.
Ah, son of a! Ah, what are you doing? Ah,
And I keep walking towards the group, dragging him with me.
Warren, would you mind closing the door, please?
Of course, I'm happy to do so. Excuse
Thanks.
me.
Casey is going to grab Keelik's collar once he is
Yeah.
closed because I'm assuming Bucket is dragging Keelik to me.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And she's just gonna grab his collar and pull him down. It's just, if you don't want to end up in one of the cryogenics pods heading directly for the sun, you're going to draft this email exactly like you would say it. And you're going to tell everybody who's supposed to be in those pods that they have 12 hours.
That's a oddly specific set of time, but just get your weasel off me.
Are you going to do what I've asked?
Yes.
Perfect. Bucket, you can
Ah.
let him go. Thank you.
I kind of like still hold on a little bit and then, ha.
God.
I lick it and then I let go.
Ah. Just like goes like this. I'm not gonna be synchronized for weeks. Ah.
And then
That
she's
he'll
just going
go
to
on.
look at Keelik and just, you do realize that they were going to leave you behind, right?
It couldn't have been. There was plenty of. He's looking at what you're looking at. What you were looking at. It's like these bastards. It's like-
Yeah.
so he's like you didn't have to bite me. It's almost like sizzles like a meat on a grill.
Well, I can have Bucket bite your other hand in the exact same manner so that you at least match.
No. I'd rather not have pain. So he starts typing the. Every now and again, you see him go like this, just because he was bitten for a solid like minute and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Continues to type it, but he does type it out exactly how he would type it. To the proper people,
Perfect.
and then yes,
And then this person here would have received an email, but it's inaccurate. Can you just send them an email letting them know that it was a glitch in the system and that it's been taken care of?
sure, does that.
Perfect. Now, I have 12 hours to finish creating my cryogenics bomb. Excuse me.
He looks at you, but he doesn't say anything. It's just like this. They're seeing his hand.
Oh, Keelik, I hope you like this place. Not like this place specifically, but like the planet, because we're about to save it.
Good on you, I guess.
We are the Agenders.
I don't
No,
like that.
we're definitely not whatever that was.
You know what? I'm gonna let
Offenders?
No.
yeah, Casey
Yes.
is then just going to go start directing the transfer of all of the stuff that she needs onto the ship.
It
And
doesn't
then
take
she
very
is
long.
going to start crafting herself a timed bomb.
All right. All right. Sure.
Cryogenic kaboom.
Cryogenic kaboom. Let's call it a hacking check then.
Yay. That's an 8 plus 2 for 10.
Yeah, it is. All right. You're able to like reroute some of the systems for the cryo stasis to go directly to where it needs to go. To crew like overload in one specific area as they turn it on like to go into stasis wherever they may be. Kaboom is the idea for this.
She needs that to be delayed until it hits the sun.
Correct. You have to navigate. You have to first have it navigate towards the sun. Yes.
Yeah, that's the next step. Once she's built the bomb, it's to change the navigation.
Yes.
Timing.
Yes, Taft.
Yeah, you said it. Given said it. Gonna come in with something timing. I'd like
By
to
all
set
means.
up the timing on this to where it's rigged to explode exactly and as precisely as we can get it.
Okay. Give me your timing check. You're just shaking your phone.
No, I'm just looking. I'm just like over it.
Oh. 9 plus
Plus
2 is
2.
11. Yeah. Hey, we have the same webcam.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, I can see the reflection in it.
Yeah. Um, Yeah, you're able to time it precisely down to the millisecond where you need it to be. Easy enough.
The thing about being a genius isn't about knowing exactly what the numbers do, but it's about timing it so where it looks like it was all your idea.
When it gets in the 20s, I just lose it.
Yeah. So you're able to you're working on all of this. Are you all working on this in ship?
I mean, I guess we have to, yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, people walk by you, but you have your passes, so people are just like kind of pretty as you please. Yeah.
They just give it
It's
that
kind of they like
weasel Buscemi.
they're like they're looking at Casey and Taft, and then they look over at Bucket like
And my eyes are looking
walk
at
off.
two different people.
Again, Bucket's
Walk
doing
off.
the thing with the cutscene from Suicide Squad where he's just
Yep.
look at a panel
I
in
hate
there.
that. The
I
lizard.
love that.
I hate that. After a good bit of this, it's like an hour to 2 hours to navigate through all of this. Whatever you guys are doing, and you guys are making it look like you guys are just working here. And you're setting everything up and it looks good to go. There's even like a very subtle like little almost like a dot like where everything is going into, because you had to add a little spot so that where all the cryo energy goes instead of the pods. And it's just like a little like maybe marble sized addition that's so subtle that you'd have to be looking for it to know that it's there. But yeah, that's what goes on. Is there anything else you guys are doing in here before you like head off?
I don't think so.
Nope.
All right.
Anything else we need to do?
Mm.
I don't think so.
As after a while, you hear just coming from outside of the rocket or from outside of the ship, you hear, "Oh, don't look now. The boss is here." And there's people that are going to go kiss up to Otto, as it were.
I am quickly adjusting the report that says that it had said 3 years, but something has escalated it to the next week.
Mm-hmm. So y'all have to go. So they have to go now.
Yes.
Okay. That's easy enough to do. You've already hacked pretty well so far. So yeah, you do that, and you're kind of doing that as you're leaving the ship, and headed off towards. I assume you're going back to where Keelik's terminal was.
Yep.
Okay. Still over there, is like nursing his hand. He has like he has a bandage over it at this point. So what now?
Well, are you ready to go, sir?
I'm as ready as I'm going to be, I guess.
Well, then, I would suggest that it would be to find yourself your cryopod and get yourself settled.
Right, my cryopod. And then he goes and very dejectedly walks towards the ship. He goes in and finds the pod, and it's like, this one's mine. And then meanders around the ship until it's time to go. And then if nothing else, a bunch of time passes, and you see people slowly making their way in towards the ship.
Do they all match the names of the 10 that would be going into those pods?
Oh yeah. You see Otto. You saw Keelik. You saw Sahas. Talat, Utu.
Nikta Fratu.
Absolutely not. Isian, Isia, Ahana. Yeah, bunch of different people whose names are the same forwards and backwards.
Okay.
And they go in eventually. Um, and door is shut. It's you hear all the sounds of like a countdown. Um, and then they have everyone clear out because it's about to go down. So you guys are led back up into the office area unless you are trying to sneak out and try to watch this thing go. But that's up to you guys.
Oh no, I want to watch this.
Okay, you can give me a sneaking check then.
That's a 7.
Is there anybody that has a lab coat?
A lab coat, plenty of people.
Can I just take one of the lab coats off of someone and put it on?
Roll me a stealing check? Question mark.
I just wanted one.
Sure. You can always ask somebody, but sure, just swipe it off someone. Why not?
8.
Okay. You go to like grab somebody, like try to take it off of them, and you're like, hey, wait. If you want the damn thing, just ask. Jeez. Like takes it off and just throws it at you. Storms off. Fucking weird gremlin thing.
Yeah, I always get what I want.
Stupid weird, fucking weird gremlin thing.
I come back, so you guys wearing a lab coat.
Do I even do I want to ask?
I'm
Do I want to know?
I need to check my email.
As you're
Oh,
like
just
trying
my
to sneak
BlackBerry.
off and around, as you're trying to sneak off and around, Casey, what happens is a bunch of people start leaving in a panic because they just like, and what happens is you collide into them and they kind of like fall, but they like catch themselves and keep running off the other way. You're knocked on your ass. They just keep going. So like you're kind of there and you're just kind of sitting there like, well, that was embarrassing. But you're able to stay.
Okay, perfect.
And eventually, there's countdown sounds, and as you all get up into the office building and back up the elevator that goes through Otto's room, you actually see a space open up about 30 feet in front of where the elevator where that elevator, because it's glass. You see like an opening about 30 feet away from Otto's office, where perhaps something's going to launch out very soon. And you just hear it's just very loud. And
Oh my gosh, is this gonna work?
It should.
God, I'm so...
and you are the two of
If
you that are
my-
actually on the elevator. Yes.
If my timing is correct, then yeah, it should work.
The two of you that are actually on the elevator watch as it's the slowest count down to 1 ever. It's 10, 9.
They're not following. They're not following seconds. They're just like randomly.
They're just randomly doing it, yeah. And like with your lack of counting, you have no idea what they're doing right now, Bucket. And for that little bit of time that is counting down, someone with a clicker, yeah. For that little bit of time, that little bit of anxiety, that did this actually work the way I wanted it to? You see the and you think, oh no, all systems are go, and then the rocket both from very, very different perspectives as you're still in the elevator, goes up and starts to make take off. I need Casey to give me a jump check as you know you're jumping out of the way of all the shit that's about to fly out.
Okay. That's a 7.
Which I should have mentioned earlier that you guys have health, but it's like you have a 10 track, so you're fine. You take a harm, but you like it. The way it happens is the force of the rocket where you are as you watch it, because you're some sort of fucking sociopath. Hits.
Look, man, I just locked 10 people into their fucking cryotubes and launched them into the sun.
Well, Bucket's gonna go in the corner of the elevator and actually relieve. Go pee. Gonna just kind of.
Yeah.
That's right, man.
People give you like a wide berth.
Loud noises scare me. It's like fireworks. I don't like it.
They definitely give you wide berth after that. And this rocket takes off. You bang yourself against the railing, and you're starting to like you like get woozy for a sec because it like dings your head. You look up, and the last thing you see before you don't like completely fall unconscious. It's like one of those things where you temporarily like lose it for a sec, and you shake it off real quick. But the last thing you see before that happens is the rocket going up, and the rest of you see it going up as well. And the people that are there are just like, it's like Finding Nemo, where they're in the bags and in the water. They're like, now what?
Now what? Now you all explode.
Yeah.
And it goes up and up and up. And you see it go. It makes a trajectory like you guys wanted, directly towards the rapidly expanding sun. And after however long it may take to get there, Casey, you gain consciousness just in time to like look up out of this large hole that came from where the rocket once was. You just happen to see the sun in the frame of this circular like opening, and you look at this rocket, and as it leaves your eye line and goes wherever it goes, it takes another maybe 10 to 15 minutes after that. And then there's like blaring alarms going off in where you are, Casey.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Everyone else is gone. So like whatever context that may mean, who knows?
I would like to investigate what that means.
Sure. If you go to Keelix Terminal, you look. Something about direct course for the sun. Cryopod's not working. Something along those lines.
Oh, good.
Oh, those poor bastards.
And almost as you say that, there's and right, it kind of blends in really well with the sun, and also looking at the sun directly at the sun is ill-advised.
Yes.
But
Please don't do that.
For those of you who dare to glance, there's like a little, like just a little like boom,
A little fart. Mm-hmm.
on the edges of what you can see, for whatever that may mean. For the three of you who rigged this thing through your specific set of skills, that might be mission accomplished. For the other dozens of people who may work here, that may mean a freak accident in the middle of this great migration that was about to start.
Bucket is just like, I don't know, wherever, just like,
Woo. Yes. Yeah. Woo. Yeah.
Like everyone's looking at you like.
So here's a good question. Did it work, I wonder?
What was the question?
I wonder if that actually worked.
Do all of my readouts point to yes?
Whatever you're looking at, as you're looking at it, it does in fact point to like it isn't like an immediate effect. It's not gonna immediately happen, but like over time, it's going to be cool off just enough to where we can come up with a plan B because there was a lot of explosion.
Yeah.
The audience sees this enormous explosion that goes off, and it's like multicolored and it's super cool. But the three of you don't. Nor do the other dozens of employees that are now don't have a boss.
That's
They
okay.
don't
They're
have people.
jackass anyway.
I guess we should go back to the gas station and let them know that it worked.
Again, these people are just looking at you fucking weird. But you all are able to, on your own time, make your way back to the gas station. Back to the Lower East Side. You find that no one's there. On the counter, as the three of you eventually all make it back, is a note.
All been the work of the Illuminati.
Thank you for removing my competition.
You're not reading. You're not reading it, so you.
Sorry. I would like to read said note.
Sure.
Storyteller.
No, you're good. It's a note from Eddie, and it reads, Bucket, Casey, and Taft. Thank you all very much for doing this for us. We don't know the long-lasting ramifications of this, but this will at least give us enough time to come up with something that isn't take the elite and take them up somewhere like some bizarre, I don't know, space program that only works for one person. Enclosed, you'll find 3 separate prepaid cards that are set to whatever you want to spend them on. It is basically you having a credit card that doesn't have a spending limit.
I got a Costco.
Yeah, go to Costco. Now you get the Mentos and the Coke.
Oh my god, I want to get a Aston Martin Valkyrie.
Oh, Decca, the last
Yes.
thing I do before I officially call this mission over
Yes.
is I erase every single trace of the three of us in that system.
Absolutely. Easy
I
enough.
don't undo anything I've done. I just erase the three of us.
You take the
Just
three of you
change
out of
my
the
name to
out of the
Trough
system.
Onion Ring.
Yeah, I don't
Trough onion.
need to suddenly have the palindrome cops show up on my
The PPD.
door arresting me for killing 10 people.
Yeah. Okay. You're able to do that.
You didn't kill
Actually, no.
us,
I'll let that be a roll. Give me a hacking check. You got yourself in. Can you get yourself out?
All right, let's find out.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
So I rolled a 3
Uh-huh.
plus 2
Uh-huh.
only takes it to 5.
Instead of like taking your like scrubbing your names out, you do the equivalent of actually like highlighting your names.
Fuck. Oh my god, as soon as I realize my mistake, can I attempt to reverse that? Holy shit.
You're able to reverse that. You like whatever damage you did may already been done.
Oh.
And then,
That's
as
great.
a kindness, because while being psychotic to somebody who's, complete jackasses,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to change Taft and Bucket's entries in so much as that they were just simple employees and not part of the project at all.
Sure, that's
The
easy enough.
janitor.
Just
Uh,
a
so
janitor
that
and
the
like,
only one who would be implicated would be myself.
and as you read this letter and it thanks you and like the on about how the environmental effect of this may not be known for the next few like years or so, but like it is still it was the best shot that we had. And it says thank you, Eddie, EDE, Anna, ANA. And that's it. And as that happens, um, almost on cue, there's sirens blaring. There's a whole procession of police not coming towards the gas station. They're going off somewhere else,
Oh, thank God.
except for one that turns into the gas station.
Shit.
Um,
In the bathroom. In the bathroom.
Get in the bathroom. Back in the bathroom.
You know what? I'm gonna listen to Bucket, and I'm gonna get in the bathroom.
Into the bathroom you go.
I'm also going to get in the bathroom.
Oh boy.
We're gonna leave Taft to talk to the cop? That sounds like a fantastic idea.
Oh boy. All right. So, the police enter, or this one person enters. Hello, Officer Rayner.
Hi, officer. How are you?
I'm
Do you
all.
say your last name is Raina?
My first name is Rayner.
Oh, hi, Officer Raina. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Jefferson Carter Clinton. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm I've lost some. I'm from not around here, and I've lost some friends. Could you maybe help me find them?
He looks at you. I'm actually looking for a suspect for a
Oh, that's
crime.
unfortunate. What sort of crime, and who's the suspect? Maybe
Uh, Somebody that goes by Casey.
like the old band KC and the Sunshine Band, like the letters K and C. That's an unusual name.
I thought so too. Have you seen anybody? And they'll rattle off the description of what Casey looks like down to a T.
Never. No, that's not anybody that I know. Is there anybody else that you might have another description of?
Give me a talking check.
Okay. Because I'm real good at the
What
talking.
does Casey look like?
You tell me
Well,
what Casey looks like. It's your character.
Uh, she would actually have, like, her hair is, she is not some weird naked weasel thing.
Sure.
she looks like Shepard.
She, no, she does not. Stop it. Oh my God. No, she actually looks like the female writer from Andromeda, but that's,
Sure.
yeah. But she does, like, she has the full undercut, like what I've got.
Uh-huh.
With tattoos that you can see in the shaved part of her head, that extend down her neck. Her arms are covered in them. They all seem to be like biometric of some kind, very
Yeah.
futuristic kind of deal. Like the kind of stuff you'd see from like a Blade Runner,
Yeah, I get you.
right? And she is dressed in ripped jeans with a short-sleeved red button-up
Mhm.
that has a logo that nobody recognizes on the back. Because, like I said, if anybody knew half the shit she did, she would be arrested.
Of course. And what'd you roll when you're talking?
11.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at you and looks at you up and down. Like, no, there's only one person on for this crime, but apparently someone just hacked a rocket to sent it off into the sun. We're looking for them, and if anybody has seen them, well, if you see anything, just let me know. And he gives
Of
you
course.
gives you his card. The number is, of course, sequential, same way, backwards and forwards. Even with the area code somehow.
That's it's like 10 digits. 212 121 2
212.
my brain's like
So yeah, you're able to talk away the officer, who gets back in his car, and it's like you hear him on his speaker, like, no, Izzy, we don't have anything here, but I'm gonna check the next station. And they drive off. You do hear sirens, but they get less and less as they drive off.
all right.
And
All
it's just
right.
three of
I'm
you
gonna
again.
go and hide out with friends
Uh-huh.
in the latrine.
The abnormally
Yep.
large latrine.
Yep, I'd be
Yeah.
sitting on the toilet.
So as you all are sitting there for a bit,
Yep, for a bit.
it isn't an immediate thing, but very subtly, excuse me, very subtly, you notice the overall temperature start to lower just a little bit. It's like for those of you who live in states where it's like, or states or provinces or wherever where it's really hot, that one day that's cloudy, so it's not as hot out,
Mhm.
and it's like sweet relief from an otherwise 90 degrees weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like that, and it's very subtle. And after days of this, like almost complete cloud cover. Not that it's blotting out the enormous sun or anything, but it's just enough that the temperatures go down, but they continue to go down, and it's like it's autumn, so that's supposed to happen, but you're facing record lows in an otherwise like extremely hot, temperate area. And then as you get to September, it starts to snow. Actually, that doesn't happen in Palindrome. Usually hot and like occasional rainfall. You get snowfall. Um,
Palindrome in Texas?
Yeah, I feel like
Palindrome
it's
is
a
wherever
legit
I want it
name.
to be.
I feel like it's a legit name for Texas for Texas City though. Like
There's a lot of weird Texas cities.
northwestern, like yeah, like I figure it's western edge of Texas.
Like West Texas, yeah, where there's
Yeah.
nothing else but oil fields
Oil fields, a lot of rock, and a
and
lot of
nothing
heat.
else. Yeah.
Southwest Texas.
Mm-hmm. It's a long stretch of road going to El Paso, and you're there for 8 hours, and it sucks. Anyway,
That is exactly it.
yeah. Um, After a while, yeah, there's snowfall, and it's like and you see people on the horn talking about, "Oh, I thought there was global warming."
Mhm.
You know, those kind of like conservative beatniks.
So
Uh,
you mean people today.
No,
Yeah.
no,
No,
JT,
no.
not in the Panhandle. Definitely Southwest Texas,
Southwest Texas is awful.
and not Southeast because Southeast is too humid.
Because that's like right by the Gulf.
That's all Houston there, baby, and Galveston.
Mhm.
All right.
And you guys, I don't know, however you decide to celebrate that, you make snow angels or throw snowballs or whatever you may do.
Makes yellow snow with my nose.
You're fucking weird.
You got to sneeze and pee yourself at the same time.
Yeah.
That's Hype Rocket number 2.
Just for bucket.
And as
just for me.
all of this happens, and you after a while you're thinking, huh, maybe it worked a little too well. But whatever's going on is definitely giving the whatever benefactors are out there hanging out, watching everything, whatever kind of Illuminati-esque forces, gives them time to come up with whatever plans or provisions that they may need to leave. And as you all come to terms with all of that, it's about where we'll end the story.
Yay!
You did it!
I was
Mission
like, I don't know how
accomplished.
this is gonna work.
I apologize
there.
for literally handing you the plot to Sunshine.
No, you don't.
No, I do apologize. I didn't mean to.
It's okay. I've never watched it, so I don't know.
Sunshine is a good movie. If you haven't seen it,
Uh-huh.
I've not seen it.
it's got
well,
Cillian Murphy in it.
It also
ooh.
has Chris Evans.
Of course it does. Of course it does.
Ugh.
But that was my game. That was my little game of chaos and improv. I hope my players liked it.
I did.
This was fun.
I'm sorry for what I brought.
No, don't be. That was great. There's always one person who has like changes the way the fundamental forces of people's bodily functions work.
Yep.
I'm here for it. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in to
Yeah.
this You Awaken in a Strange Place. Thank you very much, Decca,
again.
aka Jeremy.
That
That was a lot of fun for me.
Oh,
Sorry for my disappearance there, but
No, you're
I had
good.
something to take care of.
No, you're good. But we're not done with adventures. They're not nearly as chaotic as this one is, I don't think. Tune in tomorrow. Same Dire Bear time, same Dire Bear channel for Scion 2E, The World at
Mhm.
War, where you can see me play. It's the only game I play nowadays. You can tune in on Wednesday for, you can tell me, JT, if I'm spelling this, if I'm pronouncing this right, Scallon Knights with JT. It's a D&D 5th edition. Thursday, you can see Maddie run A Knight's Ransom. There's on Friday, you can watch on Precarious's Twitch, which I assume we'll either host or whatever the case may be. Domain apps X, excellent. It'll be in Soundcrier. Domain of the Old Gods, a 5th edition horror story. Saturday, we have more 5th edition. You guys really need to play something besides 5e.
No, that's what we
kidding.
have Tuesdays for.
I'm kidding. On Saturday, it's the Stolen Cities with 5th edition. Is that one almost done?
We're just starting Act 3, so I have no idea.
Cool.
We were set up with this one particular vampire as the big bad. Another vampire has run off and tried to become a blood god, so
As you do.
You know, as one does.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Sunday, the very first streamed appearance of Ehrenheim. You can see Given with Given's extremely adorable character in that game.
Oh, so. Ah,
I haven't even seen the art yet.
Oh boy.
it's
Um,
amazing. Nereus.
We need to
Amazing
fix
artist.
that. I need to see this art.
I've seen
Oh.
some of the art.
Nereus is
Thank
a great
you.
artist. They have got some serious skills, serious talent.
But that was this game. This is You Awaken in a Strange Place. It is. If anybody is interested in running a game themselves, I can send the PDF that I have that I've just referenced. But that's it for here. Everyone wave goodbye as we end. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
I forgot to do the roll for
Bye.
initiative thing because I was totally gonna do that and I totally freaking forgot. It's okay.
Right.